Hello, back to the Dungeon RPG, My Folk D&D, Part 1. Back to the old 70s and 80s philosophy of gaming. Roll D3, 3D6 in order. I allow you to switch to. And back to the Dungeon RPG, there are a few other options, but they cost XP. Or you may gain one if you just do 3D6 in order. What I did was take the fantasy game of that BX and ODD fame. Those are only letters. I'm not naming any specific game. And added a unified D20 frame. Took the cool things from every edition I could without overcomplicating the thing. Basically simple BX attributes that we all love. Races of attribute bonuses. All kinds of races likened unto the olden 0E days, and the D20 glut. I mean, still simple though. GM says if you can be a certain race, so once you can rule 0, the GM is always in the final word. Feel free to create or modify any race. Limit races by levels. There are no level limits, but the power of races are limited by level with no top levels, okay? I always hated that. You suddenly stop gaining experience. That doesn't make sense. So, also, something that other games have done is 0 level characters. I call the funeral. Some of the other games have done this. It's not an original idea. Took from every edition I liked. Also, I have kid characters. If you want to be a kid and have your coming of age story, it's normally going to be pretty horrible in a fantasy world, though. I mean, really, the orcs and goblins are there to actually kill your kid characters and stuff like that. So, classes have requirements. If you don't, many classes you can't be because you don't, like for instance, you didn't have high enough dexterity, so you are not a ranger. But now, it's a background part of your story. The guys in the Ranger group out there, the Ranger Brotherhood, laugh at you. You couldn't make it, could you? Be a cool part of the story. Feel free to create any new classes. Limit overpowered classes by levels. In other words, you can have a lot of power, but you have to go up high levels to get it. Hit points are all at 0 level or 1d6 plus your Constitution modifier. Once you gain a class, you get those hit points, point rolls added to that initial 0 level. It always made no sense why there were 0 level people. And so, now for the modern unified D20 for everything. No skill list, just backgrounds, class abilities, and such. Like for instance, a farm boy would be able to add 1/2 the level to the roll, to the attribute roll, and that's it. If he was a city dweller, things that city people would know or be able to do. Whatever level he is, divided by 2, add that to it. If not, it's just an attribute check. Trying to keep it simple. Other bonuses may apply. For instance, on NPCs, there may be a low-level creature that are trained fighters, so they maybe have another +2 to hit or something and +2 to damage. Maybe they're strong or things like that. Saves are 10 plus attribute bonus, and 1/2 your level rounded down if it applies. Other bonuses may apply. I got rid of any other bonuses and just did advantage disadvantage check. I used it because it's quick and I like the game to go fast. And I find advantage disadvantage just pure genius. I always like 3d6 times 10 for gold pieces starting off. So if you start with a first level character and bypass the 0 level thing, you get your 0 level stuff plus those hit points, but then you just roll the 3d6 times 10 for gold. Simplified encumbrance. Your strength is how many stones you can carry, okay? And like for instance, armor class 4 is 4 stones unless otherwise noted. Magic. I use some modern 0 level spells like you can cast. Your mage is not going to run out of spells completely. They'll have the 0 level spells that don't do much, but at least don't become useless. Memorize level plus attribute bonus or spell points. So Spell lists are not finalized. We can create more, but so far I have a pretty complete list. The game will be updated every year or so as needed, with each previous edition becoming a collector's edition, probably being worth millions of dollars. Okay, or not. It probably won't be. Think of it kind of like a Eye of Sauron phone needing an update. Yeah, something like that. Like like an iPhone, but an RPG. This system is folk. This system is yours. Take from it what you like, but try it with the BX D20 Unified System and see that I'm right on how to run this. Part 2 will be later.